I posted the link for for the answers on the slides. Hopefully you didn't find it. Hopefully you didn't see it. Did you see it? Admit it. Did you see it? Guys, we flipped. No, thank God, thank God, thank God.
No,
Thank
but
you so much.
it's nice. Yeah, it's a moderated quiz.
Good.
Lengthy. Yeah, to be honest, it's
I
30
know.
questions. It's lengthy,
I
but
know.
it's straightforward for me. It's nice.
Good, good to know. Okay, how about you, Yahya?
I didn't take it yet. I was planning to take it today. Most of our company, like you will find 12 people maybe are late today. They are just leaving from the company 5 minutes back. So most of us are still on the road. So we were
Wow.
planning to take it today itself.
Okay, it's gonna take only half an hour. So you just need half an hour. Please don't delay it to the very last moment. Please.
No. Today, inshallah, I'll take it.
Inshallah today, بس okay, yeah, it's tomorrow is the
Ninth
last
is the
day.
last day.
Yeah, I extended because of Yasser. Yasser kept saying that it's not there.
Yes,
You're right?
I'm here. No, but at that
I know
time
that you
it
are
was
here.
not.
That's why I'm talking about you.
No, at that time it was not. But I found it. You have the started. They mentioned that is the start time. I think
Yes.
after the time I was talking to you by.
Actually, Mike, who added it to Moodle, thanks to him. So I'm supposed that he followed what he needs to do. So I'm not sure. When you told me that it's not there, what? So
Yes.
I checked it.
Actually, it
And
wasn't Friday. It was a free time for me to do it.
yes.
But I did it just from 2 hours back.
Oh,
It was
why?
nice. Yes, it was good. And
Okay.
most of the question you have three of the choices, 100% it is wrong. So even you don't know the right answer, then you will find you can exclude three of the
Okay.
choices. It is
Okay. Thank you, Yasser.
yeah.
Okay, when I take this course again, if they decided to give it to me again, I'll change the exam. Thank you so much for your information.
At least we will pass, inshallah.
You will be passing, so no worries. The second batch will have to think about it. Anyway, okay. So today's class is about leadership. Of course, you will, in case you have a team, in case you need to know. So, as a salesperson, you need to know about others, right? But as much as you need to know about your clients, you need to know about yourself too. By the way, the camera is off because I joined the class through Teams. If I joined through the email, it's gonna be on. So I'm not sure. Is it okay for you to be dimmed or to not to see me, or so can I continue, or you need to see the professor? What do you think? Is it okay?
It's up to you, doctor. Like whatever you
Okay.
prefer or feels easier, that's up to you.
I'm fine with both, so it's fine actually. I'm just so you don't feel like it's an audio rather than a class. This is what I'm thinking, but it's up to you. I could rejoin if you would like that. If it's okay with you going like an audio, I'm fine too. I don't mind. It's okay. Okay, let me
It's okay,
go.
Professor.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so mainly the this class I picked you about perception, mainly about perception. Somebody is okay. Let me just Let me share my screen so you can see what I see. Second. Okay, so as much as you need to know your client, you also need to know yourself, okay? And we come from different culture. In a way, as Arabs, we are similar in most of the things in our culture, but we still have other cultures with us too. So let's go ahead. So we're going to talk about perception, selective attention bias, mental model, emotional intelligence. Have you been through these subjects before? Just checking. No one said yes, no one said no. So what does this mean? No yes?
Maybe yes.
Martin, tell me.
Maybe
are you?
Professor not exactly formulated in that way, but having very, very, very general idea.
Okay, in a very general idea. Okay. Thank you so much, Martin.
My side, yeah.
How are you? How is everything going?
Everything good. Still
Good.
not married.
You made me laugh loud. Okay, I'm waiting anyway. It's okay. I'm patient, but try to hurry up a little bit, okay?
Yeah, definitely.
Time is flying. Okay, let's go ahead. Okay, what do you see here, guys? This is my first question. We'll have fun this class.
You don't share your screen.
I'm
I
not
don't
sharing
see
my
your
screen. Okay,
Yes.
but this is not related to what you see in front of you. Just kidding.
Well,
Okay,
I see Yasser, I see you yourself. And I see
you
Yahya.
don't see me, you don't see the slide. What do you want from me, Professor?
There is no cam, there is no slide.
Okay, now you can see it.
Yeah, it's psycho test.
Hypotest.
Psycho.
Okay, so I
The
didn't
duck
get
and
it.
the rabbit.
Mhm.
The duck and the rabbit.
Duck and rabbit. Okay, both. You saw both. Okay. I just want the first thing you saw. So when I showed you the picture, what is
Rabbit.
the first thing? Rabbit? Okay. Okay. Anyone saw anything else?
The duck, the first thing.
The first thing is the duck. Okay. Hi, Ibrahim. How is everything going?
Alhamdulillah, much better.
Alhamdulillah. Okay. Martin, you know Alhamdulillah, what does Alhamdulillah means, right? Elzevita, you know what does it Alhamdulillah means, right? Thank God. Means thank God. Okay, so some of you saw, I think Yahya, you said the duck or the rabbit, I think.
No, I
somebody-
said the rabbit, and
Okay,
Mr.
the
Ibrahim
rabbit.
said the duck.
Okay, so what does this mean? If you saw the duck, this means that you use the right hemisphere in your brain more. This means that you are more of a humane person. So you are more to the humane side, making relationships, socializing, and so on. But you told me this is, you saw the rabbit, right, Yahya?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So if you saw the rabbit, this is the left hemisphere of the brain. So this means they are more of a technical guy rather than humane guy. So rather than socializing with people, you like to deal with facts, with numbers, with logic, in a logic way, with logic. So that's the left hemisphere. Okay. There is no difference between being a really effective leader and becoming a fully integrated person. What does this mean? It means that as a leader, you don't have to be always serious and firm and aggressive. This doesn't mean that leadership is something more than this. It's how to influence people. Okay, so it's not about being firm and giving orders. It's about how I can influence people so they can do the job and maybe even giving me more than what I expected because they do respect me. They do. I have credibility. Um, uh, they earn. I earn their trust. So it's something more than giving orders. Leadership is far away from orders. Anyway, my master is in leadership, so I love leadership. Okay, let's go for perception. I'm going to show you a picture and I need you to tell me, hopefully you didn't see it before. So I need you to tell me what do you see. Okay, let's have fun. And I'm not going to stay for long today, like last day. I'm so sorry if I extended the time. Today, I'm going to finish very quickly. Okay. What do you see?
Young lady and old lady.
You saw it before, Rafat?
Yeah, it's very famous. I saw it maybe 30
Yes,
years
we
ago.
all see it before.
Yeah, okay. Okay. So what does this mean? Okay, so I show it to some of my students before. Some of them, I said that I see an alligator. I see a bird. Most of them saw only the young lady, and the other side saw the old lady. So they didn't see the whole picture. What does this mean?
They are using one part of their mind, one side of their brain.
Okay.
The fact is always having many angles you can see from it.
Okay, excellent. All of you guys, thank you for participation. Okay, so this is right. What you said, what you mentioned is right, plus something else, which is we do select the information that we extract from things. So we don't see the whole picture. We get attracted by information that we select, but we don't see the whole picture. Okay, no one can see the whole picture alone because you are attracted by certain things according to many other factors, like how you've been raised, the society, the family, the friends, the experience, the education. So many things are factors in how you see things and what exactly do you see in things. This is what I meant. Okay. Inclusivity. Inclusivity is a very important subject. And I'm going to show you this video about inclusivity. Hopefully you can, hopefully you would get that chance to see it right. And hopefully you didn't see it before. Let's see. If you saw it before, tell me, okay?
I'm proud to be English. My family have served and we've defended this country and we've been to war for this country.
I'm really patriotic about Bangladesh.
Well, I am 100% Islamic, yeah, definitely.
This is a Kurdish wedding with my mom in the traditional Kurdish clothes.
We're just proud black, so that's it. Yeah, I think we are probably the best country in the world, if I'm honest.
Think about other countries and other nationalities in the world. Are there any that you don't feel you get on with well, or you won't like particularly?
Germany. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the Germans.
You might think they're a little bit.
Particularly India and Pakistan, probably because of the whole, the conflict.
Because I have this side of me that's like, that hates Turkish people. Not people, but the government, but French
Nah,
We're just the best, you know, it's just fact.
I'm more important than you. I don't know you, but in my opinion, I am strong and I am more important than a lot of people.
How would you feel about taking a journey based on your DNA?
Yeah, feel very intrigued.
What could you possibly tell me that I don't know?
Do you know how DNA works? So you get half from mum and half from dad, 50% from each of them, and they get 50% from their parents, and back and back and back. And all those little bits of your ancestor, they filter down to make you, you. I need you to spit in this tube for me. You spit up to the little black line.
That's a lot of spit.
The story of you is in that tube. What's it going to tell me?
It's going to be, oh yeah, you're French. And wait, your grandparents are French. And wait.
100% Bengali. Solid Iraqi. I'm Cuban. You're going to tell me that I'm English? Like I've told you.
Jay, you come down and join us?
I'm a little bit nervous, I have to say.
So you ready to find out your results? Will you read it out to us, please? Wow, look at me.
Oh my God. Oh, wow. I didn't expect that.
All of them.
Whoa. No. No.
Caucasus, which was Turkish?
Yeah.
Eastern Europe, Spain, Portugal, Italy, Greece.
I'm 32% British.
What? Great Britain, 30%. Can we 5% German?
I'm Irish.
Yeah, so I'm a Muslim Jew. Great Britain, 11%. You sure these results are mine? Eastern Europe?
Iceland has definitely moved closer to Europe now.
I'm going to go a bit far right now, but this should be compulsory. There would be no such thing as like extremism in the world if people knew their heritage like that. Like, who would be stupid enough to think of such thing as like a pure race?
In a way, we're all kind of cousins in a broad sense.
Mm.
In a much more direct sense, you have a cousin in this room. Turn around and guess who it is. Wash,
What's that?
why don't you come down here and meet your cousin?
I didn't know I did. Like, my heart's pounding right now. I swear to God. They from everywhere, but really. I'm a real man of the world.
Wow, that's cute. Thank you. So would you like to travel to all of these places?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
See, so an open world begins with an open mind. And there is no pure race. So if you think, no, yeah, my culture is better than yours, or or my culture is the best. So nothing, there is nothing called pure race. So we are connected. I had a Brazilian student, and she had Nigerian blood in her DNA. Nigerian. She's Brazilian, and she had Nigerian blood. or roots in her DNA. So there is no pure race. We are all connected. This has to be in everybody's mind. Okay, so let's go ahead. So I have this riddle. Could you please read it and tell me who's the surgeon?
The grandfather.
Grandfather, okay. Any other ideas, guys? Any other idea? So grandfather is one idea. Any other idea? Still waiting.
The grandmother.
The grandmother.
No,
Any
I think the only
grand.
possible answer is grandfather. So he's talking about
only
the father
possible.
itself.
Okay. Okay, so the only possible answer is the grandfather. Why didn't you think of the mother? Because a female can't be a surgeon? See?
So I make
I'm
the
not-
balance now.
Sorry?
So I make the balance with Yahya. He said grandfather, I said grandmother. So choose one of them, doctor.
I know, but well, at least you mentioned the mother in a way. Okay. But even me, when I saw this riddle, I said, it can't be the mother. A female rarely can be a surgeon. So from inside, we are biased. We are biased automatically. We are biased in many angles.
Stereotyping?
Stereotyping is something else that we will also discuss. But being a surgeon only for males, this is sort of stereotyping, but also discrimination, right? So, and did you know this about even me? I actually, when I saw it, I said, no, a female cannot be a surgeon. No. So it doesn't have to be a male to think this way. Also, a female can think also this way. So it's a bias that we have inside. So I would prefer to go to a male doctor than a female doctor. Something like this, right? Why? Because you have this in your mind that a male doctor is much better than a female doctor. Best chefs are males, right? So,
and there is another issue, Professor.
What is it?
The image you are posting now is a male surgeon, to emphasize that he is a male.
Okay.
In our subconscious, it's in our subconscious that we are seeing a male that he is a surgeon. So
So I got you. So I got you. In short, in short, I got. No, but the picture is just showing you while they are doing
surgeon and two nurses.
Yeah, see, you only look at
maybe the professor, the lady, and his assistant, and she's volunteering him to close the wound.
Yeah, Rafat is trying to save all of you guys.
Yes.
No, just I'm trying to put all the puzzle together, yani, to get the idea from this exercise.
See, so you, Rafat, saw it. This is maybe a professor who is actually watching out her student. Others saw like, no, this is the doctor because he's the male and the rest are nurses. So we complete each other. So this is what I'm saying, that we have some biases in our mind, but we complete each other. So we need each other. And there is no pure race. We are all connected and we complete each other to see the whole picture. So this is what I mean, actually. For stereotyping, I'm going to show you this video. I'm not sure if you saw it. Probably you saw it, but let's see. Hopefully, see, it's not available. Good? Is it that good? Okay. So I'm going to show you another one. Hopefully, just give me a second, guys. Stop sharing. Give me a second. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna share again the screen. So this is the cinema. Did you see this video before?
Yes.
Oof. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna show you something. Tell me.
The two couples that are entering the cinema. And
Yeah.
they leave the cinema.
Okay, so you saw this one. I have another one, but it's okay. Anyway.
But it's good, yeah, we can watch it also.
You can still watch it, but you already saw it before. So I don't want to waste your time. But
no, it's only me. I have saw it, but it's okay for others.
It's only you?
Yeah, for me, it's only me. I don't know others.
How about others? Did you see it before, guys?
No.
Okay. So that's Rafat. Let's see. You look like gangsters. So what did you get from this video, guy?
Don't judge people by how they look.
Exactly. Exactly. Go ahead.
No, nothing.
Yeah, don't judge people by how they look, because the biases we have in our mind, we do judge people from the first impression, and we go according to our assumption, by the way. Well, I didn't feel comfortable talking to him. Oh, I didn't feel Did you see how she looked? Or did you see how he looked? Like, so it's unfair. It's unfair. Selective attention biases. This is what we were talking about, that you select some information and you don't see the whole picture. Okay, so I'm gonna show you.
Hi, Professor. Sorry for interrupting you, but exactly what you mentioned, I watched once in YouTube one video, but I'm not sure if I can find the link. It was two dealers in a dealership for luxury cars. That one of them would be promoted if sell the most expensive model, and there was young man in a expensive suit coming there, and the main dealer was sure that he will make the deal and will sell the car.
Okay.
And there was one old, very,
Clients.
how to say, ordinary dressed
Uh-huh.
person who come also that wanted to see the car. And this,
The dealers, of course, yeah.
And
cared
yeah,
more about the guy who dressed well and ignored the
exactly.
lady. Yeah. So if you can find.
But actually, yeah, the good was in that video that the lady from the dealership wanted to show him the car, even though she explained that most probably will be in a while sold that car. And finally, they found that this young man with the nice suit was broke, and his loan was declined, and the other man was multimillionaire with having the money inside in a suit with him, which was but the same, don't judge a book by its cover. Exactly same.
Exactly.
Same
If you can find the
message.
link, Martin, this would be great. Please,
Yeah,
and
I will
send it to me.
look for it and I will send it to you. Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, this is an experiment that they did. That we have our brains have capacity, certain capacity. So if you have too many alternatives, it's gonna be an issue. So they had first in a supermarket, they displayed the 6 kind of jam jars, and they kept it in front of the customers, and people kept buying and choosing just 6, okay? 6 types of jam. But when they increased from 6 to 24 type of jam, people were passing by, staring at the jam, and then just leaving without buying. So this shows you that there is a certain capacity for each brain. There is a certain, that's why we don't see the whole picture. It's not like we have something wrong. It's just the capacity. Our brains have their own capacity. When they increase the alternatives, now people have too much information to digest, so it's more difficult to choose from. So they were just passing by and they didn't buy anything. This is the test for selective attention. This is a video too, so it's a video class, by the way. Anyway, so it's a game, and I want you to help me. Where is the Hershey Kiss? So it's a Hershey Kiss, a chocolate, and they are gonna hide it under one of the pink cups.
This is the shell game. I'm going to hide this.
Yeah, so I just want you to see or to find out which cup has the Hershey Kiss chocolate.
Hershey's Kiss under this cup. And the object is for you to pay attention and follow along and try to guess which cup the Hershey's Kiss is under at the end.
Okay.
Try to guess.
Tell me, where is the chocolate?
The middle one.
Middle. Okay. Anyone else? Do you agree?
The right one.
Oh,
Right.
okay. Right
Left
one?
one.
Guys, what is this? Okay. Maybe because most of you are driving, going home, so that's why you didn't see it.
The left one.
I can see only 2 cups.
You can
Why?
see only 2 cups, yeah. Okay, maybe your screen is small or something. I'm not sure.
Okay. Sorry. I apologize for that. I was
No,
indulging
it's
it.
okay. It's okay. You don't have to apologize. We are just having fun. No worries.
I
So
think the right one.
the right one? Okay. Okay. So I have people who said right. I have people who said left. I have people who said middle, right? The middle one. Okay, let's see. Where is it?
Guess if it's in the left cup, the middle cup, or the right cup. Let's check the left cup.
Not the left.
The middle cup?
Oh.
I think that's the middle cup.
It's the middle. So who said the middle? Excellent.
It is me.
Yeah, excellent. You got it right. Excellent. Okay. We are gonna make it harder this time.
You got
Okay.
it right.
See, now we have different cups, but Hershey Kiss will be always hidden under one of the pink cups. So I need you to find out where is the Hershey Kiss. Okay. Please concentrate. Please. It's an easy exercise, but it's really fun.
So now we're going to make it a little more complicated. I've added an extra pair of hands and I've added additional colors here. But that's only to distract you from the pink cups. The pink cups will always have, one of the pink cups will always have the Hershey Kiss underneath. So let's get started.
Okay, what is the Hershey Kiss?
Right cup.
Right cup. Okay.
Yes, right cup.
Okay. So I have consensus here. We have the right cup. Let's see.
Left one.
I would say the
One
left.
duck.
What? We have
And
somebody
one duck.
else?
I
One
would
duck.
say the left one.
Okay,
Left, left.
okay. Left. Somebody saying saying left and somebody saying right.
Yes. He said
No middle
right.
this time? No middle this time? Okay. Let's see.
Middle.
Middle? Okay, thank you.
So can you guess where the Hershey Kiss is?
Huh?
Yeah, left
Okay.
side.
So it's under the left side, the left cup. But I heard somebody who saw the duck, right? Did you see the
Yes.
duck? Everybody,
Yes.
did you see the duck? The duck? You saw the duck?
I saw it.
For me, no.
Yes, I see that.
Okay.
I saw the rabbit.
Rabbit? How about the alligator? See the duck?
Yeah.
Okay. So some of you saw the duck. Did you see the fifth hand?
No.
Okay. See the guy with the I'm gonna show it to you again.
Bottom right. From bottom right.
Bottom right. Actually, it's upright. See the guy with the watch.
Oh, okay.
See? Did you see that? The guy? Did you see that fifth hand?
Yeah.
Okay. So you saw the duck. You saw the fifth hand. Did you see that the blue cups became green?
Nope.
So at the beginning, we started with blue cups, and then it became green. I'm just showing you this because, again, so now maybe I think you are in a relaxed environment. You are not, hopefully you are not stressed, but still you didn't see the whole picture.
Yeah, because we were concentrating on
the
monitoring one
chocolate.
item.
Exactly, you were concentrating on that chocolate, right?
Yes.
So when you concentrate on something, or even if you are not concentrating and you're trying to see the whole picture, you won't be able to see the whole picture. So you are still relaxed. You were looking at, in a relaxing environment or relaxed environment, you were looking at the for the chocolate, but you still missed maybe the duck or the fifth hand, or the blue cups became green. What I mean is inclusivity. There is no pure race. You can't see the whole picture. We need each other, and we perceive things in a different way. That's why we complement each other capacity or capability. So we need each other, whether like countries or individuals. We need each other, and we have to respect each other's opinions. One of the incidents that actually made me realize something like this, when I was working as an air hostess with Saudi Airlines, I had a passenger just sitting in front of me. So my chair as an air hostess was just in front of 3 passengers, and this passenger, specifically this one, was sitting in the middle. Okay, we still didn't take off, and then the captain started the engines. And then suddenly I found this passenger saying the engine's sound is not right. So I thought that he's trying, to show off or to grab my attention, to attract my attention, or to talk to me. This is what came to my mind, I said, oh, okay, he's trying to make himself like look important or something. And then suddenly we got an announcement from the captain that we have an issue with an engine. And I was, what? He just said that. He just said that, and I ignored it. So what if we took off, and then on air or while flying, the captain discovered that there is something with the engine? And then the captain started. So they did the maintenance, and we were still on ground. And then the captain started testing the engines again. Then again, suddenly this passenger said, "Oh, okay, the engines now are good. The sound is good." I said, "What with this guy?" And we got an announcement from the captain that we are ready to take off. So I said, I will never, ever again ignore any opinion. I will never do that. I will always try to listen and figure it out and analyze it, not to discard or ignore others' opinion, because this might cost me my life or others' life, and actually. So at that moment, I decided, no, every single opinion has to be respected. Because what if? Okay? Of course, you have long experience, and maybe what I'm saying is something that not new for you, but I'm just trying to share things from my experience with you guys. Anyway, selective attention biases. So we select what takes our attention or what attracts us. So you don't, as we said, we don't see the whole thing. We just pick things that attracted our minds. So like assumptions and expectations. So for assumptions, we assume things like if I saw two people a little bit far away and they are talking or whispering and looking at me, so I would assume that they are talking about me, and now they are more friends to each other than me. And according to this assumption, I just said, okay, you know what? So now they are more friends to each other than me. I'm not going to talk to both of them anymore. And then I'm going to give them that poker face. And that's it. The relationship with these two ladies is done. So I did assume things, and I did judge, and I did execute my judgment. And all of this happened in my brain. Why I didn't just go and ask? Why I didn't just go and communicate? Just to clarify and declare the situation. Oh, guys, how are you? What is going on? I saw you whispering. Is there anything that you'd like to share? Communicate. Don't be so, what do you call it? Don't let your pride make you do the wrong things because you just can't do the right thing. Or you think that this is the right thing, and because of your pride is actually preventing you from doing something else that would ease the situation because of your ego or pride. So just take it easy and don't assume things. The most dangerous thing about assumption is we deal with them as truth and we build on it. We judge and we execute our judgment. So because we only selected what attracted our attention and we didn't see the whole picture, and we were so arrogant to communicate. Okay, so this is an example. If you would like to read it, I can just summarize it to you. This was the J.C. Penney is like a series of big market. So like Hudson Bay in Canada, or like Omar Effendi in Egypt. I'm not sure about Riyadh. If there, I don't think they have. I think they do. But I forgot the name. The big store for makeup and Qahtani might help me if he's here. Or you guys. So the what's the name of the big shop for makeup and fragrances and what else? What do you call? What's the name of that shop? Can you give me some names?
Sephora.
Sephora. Sephora is a worldwide brand, but this is specific to Saudi.
غصاصية. غصاصية.
القصاصية.
غصاصية. Like grey color. غصاصية.
غصاصية.
الرصاصي.
رصاصية. Okay. Got it. No, but there is a very big shop for fragrance, makeup, bags.
قزاز.
قزاز. Yes, Gazaz. Exactly. Yes. So something like Gazaz, J.C. Penney, something like Gazaz in Saudi. Anyway, so Roe Johnson he was CEO, I think, in Apple, and he achieved a huge success with Apple. He was so successful with Apple. So JCPenney, like Gazaz or Hudson Bay in Canada, or Omar Effendi in Egypt. So they decided to actually hire him because they want their JCPenney stores to flourish. So they said he was successful with Apple. Let's hire him. When they hired him, what he did is actually JCPenney is a series of stores, but for middle level people, and specialize in elder age or older age. So he decided to just flip it upside down. So he started to bring high-end brands and change the vibes or the nature of that shop, of the shops of JCPenney. So what happened is that the profit started to decline. So they fired him after, I think, 6 months. So he didn't even stayed for 1 year, because they assumed that because he was successful with Apple, that he will be successful also with JCPenney. They assumed that. And according to their assumption, they actually acted. And that caused them a lot. Okay, I'm gonna flip this. Questioning assumptions can help leaders understand and shift their mental model. Mental model, you know, when they ask you about think out of the box, think out of the box. So the box is our mental model. So you need to think out of our mental model. Like, and this is something that we are gonna discuss. The other thing about selective attention bias is confirmation bias. Have you been in a situation where you were looking for people who would confirm your idea or your decision rather than people who are not? Have you been in that situation before? So I have this solution to this problem, and I'm looking for people who would actually confirm my idea. And if somebody is actually conflicting or not agreeing with my idea, I would reject that, or I would argue with that. But
this is normal.
This is normal? Okay. So this is a bias, by the way.
This is normal.
But it's a bias.
Yeah, but usually when you make a decision, you look for supporter, right? Unless somebody came with a better idea and convince you. But if nobody has an idea, and you in that case, you are looking for your supporter. That's it.
How about if you are looking for a supporter to a bad idea?
No, in this case, this is something different. No, I'm talking about we have a problem and we need a solution. Anybody who, and if there's one idea only, so you are looking for supporter. If somebody open a discussion and start discussing the different point of the idea, in that case, okay, either you improve it or you kill it. But if nobody is discussing, in that case, you are just looking for the supporter. That's it.
But Ibrahim, you were open for a discussion.
Of course.
Yeah, but for confirmation bias, you are actually not, you are not open for discussion.
No, this is not logic.
You are looking for people who would confirm your idea, and
This is lousy leader who do that.
and in a way, you actually ignore people who would conflict your idea, or say something that would be opposite to your idea. Confirmation bias is dangerous to the limit that it could destroy countries. Like what happened.
Dictatorship.
Sorry?
It's dictatorship.
Let me share with you my example. So my example is like what happened with Iraq.
This is dictatorship, yes.
Yeah, it's George Bush Jr. What did he do? He said that Iraq has nuclear weapon, right?
Mass destruction weapon, yes.
Yes, and even Saddam Hussein himself, he sent to him and he said, we don't have nuclear weapon. But George Bush himself kept confirming, although that he had voices who said the opposite, that Iraq doesn't have nuclear weapon. But he still insisted on invading Iraq. And now where we are standing now, there is no Iraq.
Yes.
Why? Because of confirmation bias. But actually, in addition to that, he was looking for the oil, of course. Yes, Muhammad Fahim?
Yes, Dr. Malak. I think he said something more clear than that. He said, whoever is not with us is against us. So, and this was like very clear, like bias.
So if you are not with me, you are against me. What does this mean? See, so confirmation bias can destroy countries. Okay, let's go back to mental model. What does it mean, mental model? Again, we said it's the box. It's the box. These are my ideas. This is what I have in my mind. And this is how I actually behave and react. So if your idea about how a class should look like, which is the same picture that we have in front of us, okay, when you go and find that classes looks like this, you would say, what is this, a class? So actually tables, they look like flowers and students are sitting with each other. Is this a class? And windows everywhere. Actually, this is an actual picture. So this is Sheridan in Canada. So some of the classes, they look like this. And this is the idea that we have in our mind in how a class should look like. When we find it differently, we say, okay, why do they have the class like this? So this is your mental model. This is how your mental model would react to something like this. I'm gonna ignore this one. So if you have an idea about sport car and how they look, so if you saw the same shape, again, you will say that this is a sport car. If you saw a different car, which is a sport car, but doesn't look the same, you'll say, what, is this a sport car? What? Why? Because this is the box. This is your mental model. This is how you are used to and familiar with in how a sport car should look like. Okay. In Google, what do they do with their employees? They ask them to stay uncomfortable, which means that keep digging deeper and deeper. Keep improving continuously. Keep searching and researching. Let failure coexist with triumph, with achievement. So failure is not your time to stay down. It's actually your point to stand up again. Use a little less management than you need. So micromanagement is a waste of time for a manager. Give them your trust and let them do their job, and keep away from micromanagement. Confront convention, keep changing, move fast and figure things out as you go. So you always have to be on track, not to stop. Keep going and keep improving and keep heading forward. This is what they ask their employees. How would you develop your mental model or your mind? 4 factors. I'm going to show you this. First, independent thinking. What does it mean, independent thinking? You have to have a voice. So speak up. If there is something that you don't agree about, or you want to say it, say it. Of course, choose the right words, choose the right time, but don't keep it inside you. Just say it. Let me show you this video.
If you're a business owner, then animated explainer videos are the best way to capture attention, get more followers, and drive.
To answer that question, we set up a hidden camera experiment to see if this woman would stand up at the sound of this tone, simply because everyone else is. You might be thinking you'd never go along with this.
So this nice lady is the only real, or let's say she's the victim of this experiment. Okay, so she doesn't know that she is in an experiment, but everybody else now is actually included in this experiment. So they know that they have to do and act this way. But she's the only real one who is within the experiment without knowing. So let's see what they were doing.
Would you? Just 3 beef, and without knowing why she's doing it, this woman is now conforming perfectly to the group. But what happens if we take the group away?
So they are in a clinic, okay. And all of these are actors, except this nice lady in purple. And they make a beep, and they have the actors have to stand. And after 3 beeps, she started to stand like them. Let me show you.
Elaine, please.
Okay, now she's alone. The crowd is gone and nobody is watching her except our hidden cameras. What do you think she'll do? She's now conforming to the rules of the group without them even being there. Now, watch what happens when we introduce another outsider who doesn't know the rules.
Have a seat, and they'll be out in just a couple minutes. Thanks so much.
What I was doing, so I thought I was supposed to
Can Phil teach the new guy what to do? We kept the cameras rolling as more unsuspecting patients arrived. And slowly but surely, what began as a random rule for this woman has now become the social norm for everyone in this waiting room. Here to explain what's going on in their brains is Jonah Berger of the University of Pennsylvania.
This sort of internalized form of herd behavior is part of what we call social learning. Starting at a very early age, when we see members of our group perform a task, our brains literally reward us for following in their footsteps.
When I saw everybody stand up, I felt like I needed to join them. Otherwise, I'm like excluded. Once I decided to go with it, then I felt much more comfortable.
Conformity is how we become socialized, but it can also cause us to develop bad habits or repeat past wrongs.
And it's why even this rebel, who wasn't standing for any of this nonsense, eventually joined the ranks. And the only thing more shocking than seeing how easily conformity affects the way you act.
See, so no one talked, no one asked, no one let his or her voice out. They just followed whatever she was doing, and no one talked about it. No one asked about it. So this is the first one in having your or ability to change your mental model is independent thinking and mindfulness. So so this is how it is. It's you have to have your own voice and independent thinking. Let's go for the second. So good leadership isn't about following the rules of others, but standing up for what you believe is best for the organization. Okay. I'm gonna flip this one. Also, your mind ability to change our ability to change our mental model, 4 factors. So one of the things that could help in having independent way of thinking is willingness to learn, find a role model, act like an original thinker. So fake it to become it, not to make it, to become it. Let's go ahead. The second thing in how to change your mental model is having an open-mindedness. Having an open mind. So I'm going to show you this part of, are you fed up of videos, or did you sleep, guys, or are you still awake?
We are still awake.
Very strange. Okay.
And the video, by the way, it's an old experiment. It is called the 3-monkey experiment.
3-monkey experiment?
Yeah, they put the monkeys in a cage, and they start giving them bananas in the top of the cage.
Okay.
After some time, they put the banana, and any monkey go up, they will beat him. And they repeat it many times. Then they start changing the monkeys. Any monkey from the new will go and try to pick the banana. The other monkeys will beat him because they knows that if he go up, everybody will be beaten.
Okay. Okay. So they are teaching each other.
Yes.
To not to go
without knowing why. Without knowing. The new one, he will start doing the same with them, but without knowing what's the history about it.
What's the result? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So this is a very nice one too. If you could, but it's not gonna make us laugh, right?
No, of course. There's somebody is people.
Yeah, it's okay. But if you find the link, could you please send it to me, Ibrahim?
Okay, sure.
Thank you. Okay, so this is the second factor of being open-minded, which is seeing things from different angles, from different ways. So this is part of a film.
Very tired. He is exhausted. Don't be very sad news. Come on, Mr. Overstreet, you twerp.
I'm
With
gonna
a little poke.
just gonna jump to this part.
Your collar. Oh. Hey, Mr. Colton. I stand upon my desk to remind myself that we must constantly look at things in a different way. Oh, look very good. See for yourselves. Come on. Come on. Just when you think you know something, you have to look at it in another way. Even though it may seem silly or wrong, you must try. Now, when you read, don't just consider what the author thinks. Consider what you think. Boys, you must strive to find your own voice. But the longer you wait to begin, the less likely you are to find it at all. Thoreau said most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Don't be resigned to that. Break out. Don't just walk off the edge like lemmings. Look around you. There you go, Mr. Christie. Thank you. Yes. Dare to strike out and find new ground.
So just keep learning, and keep open, being open to learn and to improve and listen to others and keep going on. Keep going on. Don't give up. And try to see things from a different angles, because this is how you improve. This is how you progress. If you kept looking, so in the old days, we used to listen to Kalsoom for 2 hours or something. Now, actually, we hardly continue listening to a song for 5 minutes, right? So things got changed. If Kalsoom stayed until these days, I don't think she will be successful. What did Abdul Halim do when Muhammad Rushdie started to sing? He flipped from long songs to short songs and more familiar words to the normal people, So that's why he kept flourishing until the last moment. So you need to keep your mind open to change and to see things from different angles and keep going forward. Not to stay still or relax to the status quo. You have always to keep yourself on track. Okay. Some people will say, okay, what you are saying is just, I'm not convinced with what you said. I'm gonna stay with the status quo. I'm fine, and I'm already successful with going like this. So why would I change? Some people would say that, right? I'm gonna show you this experiment. We have still 15 minutes to go, right? I think more than 15 minutes, but I'm gonna take only 15 minutes more. So this is Pike syndrome. You have to spit when you say the P. Pike syndrome. So Pike syndrome is an experiment. It's an old video, but because it's an old experiment and there is no new video for it, but it's a very strange experiment, actually. Pike syndrome. Pike is the big fish. So you can see that it's a tank full of water and sand. And this is the big fish. And these are the minnows. They say that these are the minnows. This is how they called it, which are the small fish. Okay? So in the same tank, they have the big fish, which is the pike, and they have the minnows, which is the small fish. And actually, pike eats these minnows. So these are his food. So these are fish too, and they are alive, but they are his food. So he has to eat them to keep being alive. I'm going to show you the video, guys. Hopefully you can see it and you're not in your way going back home. Anyway, it's recorded, so no worries.
في اعراض كده ان الكامبين فجأة بتلوز الكليكس بتاعتها. الاوقات اللي فيها بيحصل الحاجات دي دايما
True story. The point may seem obvious to you, but if so, I must warn you that it is deceptively simple. If you listen closely and stay open, the implications of what I'm about to tell you can change your life. The story begins as Evan and I arrive at Marineland of the Pacific. I didn't realize then the impact the next few weeks would have on my life. I most certainly do eat minnows. There's not the slightest doubt about that. Jerry then had to fish out all of the remaining minnows, and we left the pike in the tank.
Okay, so what they are gonna do is, I'm trying to explain the video because it's not clear enough. So what they did is they have the pike and the minnows, the small fish, in the same tank, water tank. What they did is they are gonna take the minnows out of the tank. So the pike, which is the big fish, is gonna stay alone in the tank. And then they are gonna trap the pike in a bottom, which its bottom is actually open. So let me show it to you.
Now we were about to recreate an experiment that was first conducted by Mobius over 100 years ago to see what we could learn. Jerry brought in a 5-gallon carboy, which had the bottom cut out.
Put it right in the middle.
Right in the middle and very slowly. Very, very slowly. He's a temperamental actor, this pike.
So they trapped the pike with this bottle, which is transparent. So the pike wouldn't know that he is, or it is trapped. Okay, so let's see.
There we go. All right, now, he's not going to see that. He won't know that bottle is in there, will he?
For sure.
No. The next step was to pour minnows into the carboy and watch what the pike would do. All right, here we go.
Oh. So while the pike is trapped, they actually pour the minnows again. So the pike wants to eat, but because he is trapped, he can't reach the minnows, and he doesn't know why he can't reach the minnows, because the bottle is transparent. But he kept trying to reach them, but he couldn't reach or eat the minnows.
It's a full of sand. That's all he did. The pike kept striking at the minnows and bouncing off the bottle. The pike kept trying, and we kept checking, and he kept trying and trying and trying. Doesn't it look like he stopped?
Looks
Yeah.
that way. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
he's just sitting there.
Yeah.
Finally give up?
Yeah, I think he learned something.
Just slowed up a little and
See, even the nervous system of a fish can learn something.
looks still enough.
I think he's learned don't eat the minnows. When the minnows are swimming freely, the question is, what will the pike do? Will he eat the minnows? We're about to get extensional and see what's going to happen.
So he gave up trying to reach the minnows because he was trapped and he found out that he can't reach the minnows. Okay. Now they are gonna take the bottle away. So the pike is free to eat the minnows.
Here we go. What's going on? He's just sitting there. He's just sitting there. Look at that.
Coming right by his nose. If I snap one up.
Good. Yeah, still staying.
Here comes a
Oh, a lot of them. Look at that. That's amazing, isn't it?
They're all around.
Oh, I think we can learn something here that will apply to our own behavior as humans. It's fantastic. Have you ever noticed that very often the less we know about something, more certain we are that we know it all? We don't even question.
See, when we know things to the limit that we are certain, we are that we know it all. We don't even question
Our own behavior. He knows what he knows. That's his trouble. And he doesn't know that he doesn't know. He doesn't even bother to check the territory again. See, he makes the faulty assumption that nothing has changed. Never questions his attitudes or his behavior. Here, everything's changed all around him. He's got the possibility now for survival. And what does he do? He just sits there. He doesn't seem to be in touch with the here now at all. He never questions his behavior at all. Fantastic. Yeah, he will. And he did.
See, so the pike died because he didn't try to change. He knows what he knows, but he doesn't know that he doesn't know. You see this sentence? Guys, don't get fed up, okay? Just keep going forward. Gratitude. Well, this is one of the things that I encourage my students to do, but you're grown-up men and you have already enough or more than enough experience. So it's up to you. I'm just advising. What I'm always advising my students is to have a book where they actually write down their blessings. So what was the single best thing that happened today? The best single thing. How was today better than yesterday? Maybe you have a family and you have kids and you have a good wife, you have a good house. These are all blessings. You have good eyes to see. You can stand up when you wake up in the morning. These are all blessings. Just I encourage my students usually to write these blessings down in a book. And when they feel down, I tell them, okay, so go to that page and read it. So it's gonna help a lot, keeps your morale up. What made you smile today? Find one good thing you can say about someone you don't get along with. Only one thing. Right? So it's very easy to get negative or to be negative. It's very easy. Only people, oh, sorry. Only people who are strong will try hard to fight that. Only strong people will fight that back. And there is a reason why mostly we are mostly. Just a second, guys. Something happened here. We are mostly negative for a reason, but I'm gonna share this later on. Okay, system things. So the ability to see how things are connected to each other to make the whole system. So if you decided if you wanna increase the sales, so you just decided to increase the budget for the advertising because this is gonna increase the sales. But this is looking at the thing from a one single angle. If you try to see how small things are connected, let's go. Let's watch this diagram or go with this diagram. So the division to advertise. So we decided to raise or to hire the budget for the advertising, and this would increase the sales and the profit. But this actually means that we need to stock up more product. And for stocking up more product, maybe we will need to build more warehouses. And to build more warehouses, this is going to take some time. This is going to take some time. So it's a delay. And we need to hire people for these warehouses too. So this is going to be added cost. So we cannot only see or focus on this small cycle or ring. We need to see how things are connected to each other. And this is system way of thinking. The last factor of the 4 factors is personal mastery. So being the master of yourself, which means you need to have clarity of your mind, you need to have clarity of your objectives, and organize to achieve your objectives. So you need to focus and you need to be clear with yourself. Okay, so this is how it is about perception. I have something else about emotions, which actually we ignore in our Arab world, all Arab world. We do ignore our emotions. And this is another thing. Would you like to have a break? Just 5 minutes?
Yes, please.
Okay. Okay, let's go ahead. So 5 minutes, guys, and I'm not gonna take long, promise. Thank you guys for the links. Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Malak?
Okay. You can see my slides, right?
Yes.
Okay. Let's go for emotions. The problem with emotions is in specifically in Arab world that we ignore it. We tell boys, don't cry, you're a man, you shouldn't cry. And that's why we actually lose men early, in an early age, because they don't cry, they don't let it out. And we say to girls, it's okay, let her cry, she's a girl, let her cry. Leave her, it's okay. So in our culture, emotions are neglected or hidden, and we, to some extent, forgive me for saying this, but to some extent we don't respect emotions. Let me tell you something here. Let me show you something. You might know that already, but anyway, let's have fun, as I said. So 10 things happen in a day. 5 positive, 4 neutral, and 1 is negative. Which one would you actually remember when you go to sleep?
The negative one.
Exactly. And why is that? I'm gonna show you. It's okay.
Sure.
Go ahead, Raf. Go ahead. Tell me.
No, just I think this is the human behavior. Even all the lecture, we are talking about humans. Human can neglect. Humans don't see all the picture because we are humans. We are not machines. We are not AI. We cannot observe everything. This difference or diversity in people will make the life go through. Or if everyone can do everything, alas, we will be content. We will not need each other. So we have to have something missing to need another part of the world or a part of the people to complete the picture.
Okay. Appreciate the participation. Thank you. If I skipped some slides, but I'm gonna go back if I need that. Anyway, this is the emotions wheel. This is our emotions, all our emotions. It gets intensified going deeper here. So if you looked at this circle, what can you see? This circle, what can you see?
The main categories for human emotions.
They are all emotions, but this small circle, anything grabs your attention in a way or something? It's this question is not for Ra'fat
Classified by
only.
color. Classified by color.
Okay, yeah, classified by color. That is a good point. Anything else? How about the emotions themselves? How many negative emotions do we have here?
Most of them are negative emotions.
Exactly.
Only happy is the only thing.
Exactly. Most of them are negative emotions. Bad, fearful, angry, disgusted, and sad. Even surprised. We have startled and confused, and these could be also somehow negative. So even the good ones are actually contaminated already. So this is our emotions. So if you feel, God forbid, bad, this could be coming from feeling tired, and feeling tired could come from feeling sleepy or unfocused. So from sleepy, feeling tired and feeling bad. From unfocused, feeling tired and feeling bad. So this is how you can analyze your emotions. So let me go back. So this is actually an activity about emotions. And here are some emotions. Any one of you could share one or two of your emotions that you experienced last week? Any one of you could share any emotions that you experienced last week? See how we are all silent? Why? Why you are all silent?
Men, they don't like to share their feelings.
Exactly. Exactly, because you have been raised like this. Exactly.
Or maybe we exercised most of them during the past week.
You exercised during the past week, so you didn't have emotions?
No, I mean that it's not one. We experience or encounter too many of these emotions because this is the daily life.
So give me one that happened, or that one that you experienced.
Feeling worry.
Feeling worried, okay. Okay,
Yeah.
why was that?
Because I am working in a different country, away from my family. I always worry about my kids, how they are doing. They need something. They behave well. They support their mother. This is the usually routine.
Okay, so this didn't happen last week. This is a continuous emotion.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, God help you. Okay, I need one specific.
Yes, I have.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I have like two emotions for last week. Can I
Two
share it?
emotions. Two emotions. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean the most like important ones. So last week I was excited,
Why?
and this was like because two of my team members were already promoted to the next level, and the good thing was that I like spent like some time with them preparing them for the interviews, and they cleared it and got the offer this week. So this was a very good achievement for the entire team.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The
The second
other
emotion. Mm-hmm.
was like refreshed. So refreshed. We went hiking, like as a group yesterday. My friends and some of my kids.
Mm-hmm.
Although I got like injured, but it was like very, yeah.
Oh.
I fell down like on my like arm. It was like almost 1,000 meter like height hiking. It wasn't not an easy trail. So, but at like the middle of the mountain there was a waterfall.
Oof.
So I spent there like almost like 2 hours. By the end of the day, I think I was like internally like purified, cleared.
Oof.
So that's one feeling as well.
Okay.
You
Thank
know
you.
Banff, right?
I sorry. I know what.
Banff.
Who's Banff?
Banff.
No, I don't know Banff.
You never been to Alberta?
No, I never been to Alberta. No, no.
Just search about Banff. So Banff
Okay.
is a national park in Alberta,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like Rocky Mountains.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Okay.
part of Rocky Mountains, and many like
So you went
hiking.
hiking in Canada?
Yeah,
You went to Canada for hiking?
I live in Calgary.
Oh, you live already in Calgary. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought that you are in Saudi Arabia too. Okay.
I used to be in Saudi Arabia before, but I'm here in
Yeah,
Canada
we
since
all
like
have been
27
in
years.
Saudi Arabia before. Don't worry. It's okay.
Yeah, so Banff is 1 hour drive from where I live, and many people who like hiking go there like for like in the weekend.
Okay, okay, good. So, but you're okay now, right? Because of course you made your family worry, right?
It was not that bad, but the main thing I wanted to share that when you go to the nature, like especially mountains, greens, like water, so I was like very refreshed. Alhamdulillah.
Okay. Alhamdulillah. This is good. Then good that you are okay. Yeah. See, he's staying in Canada. That's why he shared his emotions in an easy way. But for us, it's a little for it's okay anyway. But I want to show you something here. I'm gonna show you this this video. I just wanna clarify something. Your emotions, like, have you been in a situation where you were talking, something happened that annoyed you from someone, but you decided not to talk about it, okay? You said, okay, they will think maybe I am too sensitive, or I'm maybe more complicated. So you know what? I'm gonna skip it. It annoyed me, but I'm gonna skip it. It's okay. I don't want them to think, in a bad way about me. And then the same incident happened again, and you decided not to talk about it because of the reaction you might face. And then for the third time, the same situation happened again. Now you exploded. You exploded saying the wrong things in the wrong time in front of the wrong people. Have you been in such a situation before? And everybody pointed at you that you are the wrong one because they didn't see what happened before. And you decided to skip it, but actually what happened is not skipping it. You were actually piling them up until it reached this point, and now you exploded. This happened because you didn't respect your emotions. You didn't give the effort to identify your emotions and speak up about them. Speak up about them. You choose your words, you choose the right time for you and the other person, not only for you, and then speak up. Let it out. If you did not let your emotions out, your emotions will decide to come out by its own. So it will happen now, later, whenever, but it will happen in a wrong way. You will say wrong things in the wrong time in front of the wrong people. And now you are the guilty one. Why? Because you think that you can skip your emotion. You cannot skip your emotion. There is no way to skip emotions. No, no, no way. If you have something in your mind, speak up. If you kept it inside, you will, God forbid, the moment for explosion will come. You know, when you have a burger sandwich and then you kept pressing it, and then the mayonnaise will come from this way, the ketchup will come from this way, the pickle will come from another way, from wrong ways, from wrong angles, and from wrong areas. Why? Because you kept pressing it. So you cannot, by all means, skip your emotions. You have to identify your emotions. So now I am giving you a class and I'm trying hard to let you understand what I wanna, the information that I want to deliver. This is how I feel now. This is my emotions now. I'm concentrating on clarifying things that you might know or you might not know. I'm not sure. But the only focus is to benefit you in a way, because I know how we got raised up. I know that we got raised up by ignoring emotions, doesn't know why this happened or why did I explode this in this way, right? Have you been in a situation where you planned to behave in a certain way, and then when you got into that situation, you found yourself acting completely different? What triggered you? What made you behave differently? Did you dig deeper in yourself to find out that? So you need to understand yourself as much as you can so you can understand your team members. To be a leader, you need to be leading yourself first in order to lead others. But how can you lead yourself if you cannot know enough information about yourself? Let me show you this video.
How about getting your shipping rates calculated in 30 seconds? How about quick quotes? How about a simple and efficient
What are emotions and how do they work? Emotions are often feared and avoided because they are so painful. So why focus on emotions? Because emotions give you important information and tell you whether things are going your way. Emotions help you to survive by providing an efficient, automatic way of responding rapidly to important situations. Emotions help you to relate to other people and the expectations and demands of life. Emotions tell you what you need. When you know what you need, you can take action to meet those needs. Emotions also communicate what you feel. You learn your emotional reactions through experience. All your negative experiences can turn into a big, black, and scary feeling inside. You learned many of your emotional reactions long ago. Your black shadow will therefore sometimes resemble a person who hurt you in the past. But your emotional experience and reactions can always be changed or altered. First, you need to know something about what your emotions are. You have different basic emotions, some of which arouse you and some that calm you down. These are shame, fear, sadness, anger, disgust, happiness, and surprise or interest. You have more unpleasant emotions than pleasant ones. That means you often suffer quite a lot, but that's because the unpleasant emotions help you survive. Feelings also tend to be more unpleasant.
See, unpleasant emotions help you to survive. From pain, we learn. So it's not that black, I mean.
If you fight them, if you allow them to be there, they become less unpleasant. You can experience and express many different feelings, like feeling hopeless, irritated, anxious, excited, lonely, embarrassed, suspicious, content, and so on. These feelings all arise from your basic emotions. For instance, feeling suspicious springs from fear, and feeling lonely springs from sadness. And then it gets complicated. Emotions do not always provide you and your surroundings with good information. Sometimes you fake emotions to get what you want. At other times, you cover up your real emotions with other emotions. If you act like this, when you really feel like this, and your need is compassion and comfort, you will instead drive people away. If you or someone around you is supportive, patient, and curious enough to try to understand you, you might realize that you are sad and then get what you need to heal your painful emotion. At other times again, your real emotions are messed up and make a lot of trouble for you. If you were scared a lot when you were a child, you might grow up having a core feeling of being afraid. You might overprotect yourself so that no one can hurt you ever again. Everyone who was hurt badly as a child has a deep need to feel safe and a desire for someone to love them and connect with them, and heavy protection doesn't give you this. You can tell or show someone you trust that you are afraid. You can welcome the feeling of being afraid and listen to it, instead of ignoring it and covering it up. And the fear will then become more manageable. You can also change fear by means of self-compassion and assertive anger. You can stand up for yourself without driving people away. You can handle criticism, even if it hurts. You can take the chance and let people in, even if you're afraid of getting hurt again. You feel and function better when you're aware of and deal with your real emotions, even if they're painful. Your real emotions help you to get what you really need, both from yourself and others. You feel and function better when your real emotions are fresh and new, instead of stuck old feelings. You can trust your emotions if doing so gives you what you need. Stuck and misguiding emotions can change if you learn to attend to your emotions, are curious and patient with your own emotions, talk about and show your real emotions, learn to accept having different emotions, and change emotions with emotions.
Okay. So realizing and identifying your emotions doesn't make you weak, doesn't make you weak. It actually makes you strong because you have the power and the strength to identify your emotions and to show how to what extent you actually know yourself and know how to deal with your own self. So identifying emotions and dealing with your emotions, it's sort of respect to your emotions and to yourself. And from my experience, if you did not respect your emotions, I'm sorry to say it, but your emotions is not gonna respect you. They are gonna come out whenever, in whatever way they decide. So either you respect them and you speak up and release them in your own way, in your own right way, or they will come out according to their own way, which will be not a good result. So we didn't know that in our culture, in Arabic culture, or We didn't know that we need to respect emotions. We didn't know that we need to identify our emotions. And clarifying and sharing emotions is something that we shouldn't do. Actually, we should do. Yes, Mohammed. Tell me.
Yes, Dr. Malak. I think it's called in psychology as emotional intelligence.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
yeah, and part of it is like self-awareness.
This is, yeah, let me show
Go
you
ahead, sorry.
here.
Yeah.
Just a second. I'm gonna skip all of this because we don't have time, and actually it's yeah. So this is emotional intelligence, and the starting point is being aware of our own emotions. Yes, you are right, Mohammed Saeed.
Yeah, and I think you touched base one of like our chronic emotional diseases in the Arabic culture as well, which is criticism. So we always take like criticism as like personal. And one of the like lesson learned like here, what I learned that you don't take it like personal. So you just put yourself in the other like party like shoes and understand their point of view, and then go back and sit back and reevaluate the whole situation. Many times I found myself like wrong uh, in like many like situations.
Yeah,
Uh,
mhm.
Go ahead.
No, please go ahead.
No, I mean, this is like one of the main like concerns I had in my like personality before.
Mm-hmm.
So, especially when it comes from your direct reports, when it comes from someone who is lower than you in the level or in the management level, you take it like hard. But especially in my like current company, there
Mm-hmm.
is they call it call out environment. So call out environment. If I see something wrong, I will just speak. Even if my manager take a wrong decision, I will go to him and say, okay, so that's what I think it's wrong, in a polite way, uh,
Mm-hmm.
in a
Mm-hmm.
very like professional way. And one of the main or very important leadership skills here, they call it disagree, commit, and have a backbone. So, which means that you can disagree with your leaders or managers,
Mm-hmm.
uh, present your point of view, and later on, whatever decisions they take, you have to. I cannot say agree with it. I mean, the final
Yeah.
decision is made. You have to agree with the team for whatever the final conclusion was.
So what you meant is at least you spoke up and you let your voice out, but the decision is not yours, and but you had your chance to speak up,
Disagree.
which is great.
Speak. Yeah,
Yes, yes.
disagree. And what was the final decision? At least you raised your point, because
Exactly.
so we have a daily meeting after our like operation, and this
Daily
in this
meeting, is this agile? You are going with agile methodology?
yeah. So I work for Amazon, so we have our process is like 24 hours. So every shift before they hand over to the next shift, they
Oh,
have
they
to
have to.
sit
Okay.
together
Okay.
and evaluate the whatever like went wrong, whatever went good, and share
Lessons
the
learned.
and share the lesson learned and best practices to the next team,
Shift. Mm-hmm.
or to the next like half, because we work
Do you
front
do
half, back half.
document this or not?
So we have a handover methodology, which is like we have an internal chime app.
Champion?
So it's
Oh,
we
Chime
call it
app.
like
Oh,
chime.
yeah, yeah. Champ. Okay, got it,
Yeah.
got it.
So
It's a
so in
survey.
the Yeah, in the handover, you will send the notes, the shift notes to the next shift.
Okay.
And if it is for a different team, you have to send them an email with lesson learned, any like concerns and best practices, so they are aware of what happened in the previous shift. So what I try to say, like the main point was, before this was like very uncomfortable for me. I will talk about
Okay.
to, I mean, to get like some notes or complaints or concerns from the people who are not so the people who reports to you. So the floor will be open, so you will have like 5-6 people sitting. You will start with your like process assistant, who will give you whatever they think what went wrong in the shift. So before, this was like heavy, to be honest, because I used to take it like personally. Okay, so he's attacking me. I'll give him a hard time next time, and this was like completely wrong. So the most important thing to understand what really happened and how to avoid happening like it from happening in the next time.
So this is your ego, and you were okay. You are taking it hard and personal. Okay.
Yeah. So any criticism was like hard to like
Of
deal with.
course, of course, of course.
But
Criticism is hard to accept.
yeah. So I mean, if you think about like it like professionally, it's not a criticism to you as a person, and we call it like always like attack process, don't attack people.
Attack process.
Yeah, attack process, don't attack people. So when
Oh yes,
something
yes, exactly.
goes wrong, yeah,
Don't what do you call it? It's okay. Go ahead, Mohammed. I forgot.
yeah. So I mean,
Don't point fingers to the people. Yeah, don't
yes,
point fingers. Focus on
yeah,
the process.
yeah. So we'll go technically, break down what happened, discuss, dive deep, and get a final root cause for what happened, without even mentioning who took the wrong decision. We don't even mention people.
Exactly.
So this what went wrong. This was the decision. This was the outcome. Yeah, and that's what we need to do like differently next time to avoid having this situation.
So this is a constructive criticism.
Yeah.
We don't point at the people, we point at the process. Exactly. This is also I learned in Canada. So for emotional intelligence, guys, to finish, we start being aware of our own emotions, then manage it. We cannot control emotions, as we said. You cannot skip emotions, you cannot control emotions, but you can manage emotions. Then you'll be aware of others' emotions and manage others' emotions. So this is more information about each quadrant, and this is a questionnaire that I'm gonna post on Teams, not on Moodle, I think. Yeah, on Moodle, but if you would like to do it, it's not a. We already finished sales. How you could work on your emotional intelligence is increase your self-awareness, manage your reactions, and then be intentional about interactions. So it's you. It's you dealing with you. As you can see, it's not about anybody else around you. It's you. Okay? So that's it for me for today, guys. Any question?
Thank you.
Welcome. Appreciate it. I'm gonna recheck Ibrahim
Appreciate.
Well, okay. Any question, guys? Beside that, I'm gonna take care of the marketing exam, so it's not gonna be easy as the sales exam. Yes, sir. Just bringing it up. Just okay. Take care, guys, and see you next week. All the best.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you, Prof.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Thank
Welcome.
you. Bye
Welcome,
bye.
Thank you.
Martin. Bye.
Prof,
Bye.
excuse me,
Take
Prof.
care. Yes. Yes.
I sent you email. Have you seen it?
Who's this? Is this?
Muhammad Abdul.
I'm looking for Muhammad Izzat. Are you Muhammad? You are Muhammad Ibrahim. So you are with Ibrahim Muhammad, right?
Yeah, I'm Muhammad Ibrahim Abd.
Yeah, أنا عارفة. أنا بقول أنتوا الاثنين في نفس I think the same complaint. The complaint is the same. This is what I meant. So إبراهيم محمد ومحمد إبراهيم، أنا حطيتكم الاثنين في نفس المجموعة علشان ما تلخبطش أنا.
Okay.
I think you are concerned about the case, right?
لا عشان انا ما حضرتش اي حاجه خالص يعني دي تقريبا.
طب ما حضرتش اي حاجه خالص؟ انت جاي ضيف يعني ولا ايه؟
لا انا بقالي كده بس محاضرتين يعني اللي حضرتهم، لان انا كنت بحج وقبلها كان عندي بزنس تريب فما قدرتش احضر الصراحه.
يعني انت تحج وتخش الجنه واحنا نقعد هنا مستنيين؟
لا انا دعيت لك والله.
لا حول ولا قوه الا بالله. انت تخش الجنه وانا اخش النار بسببك يعني؟
لا والله حاجه كمان. حاجه لحضرتك كمان والله.
طيب جزاك الله كل خير. ماشي كلتني انت كده. ماشي. طيب